So hoard-ship, that is the mindset. It is what is dangerous. Mindset that I'm accumulating. But if you have the mindset of service, if you have the mindset of stewardship, even while you are while you are accumulating, it's not a bad thing to accumulate to make your wealth and riches grow. Actually, one of the purposes of wealth is that it should be multiplied. So while you are multiplying it, make sure that you are also using it as a service. While you are multiplying it, you are even multiplying it to serve. And the purpose of multiplication is also to serve. So you are serving with it and you are multiplying it. You are serving with it and you are multiplying it. But you are not just hoarding it without serving with it. So let's go to the scripture in Luke chapter 12. We read from verses 13. From verses 13, the parable of the rich fool. The Bible calls this man fool. Then one person from the crowd said to Jesus, "Teacher, tell my brother to divide the inheritance with me." So he wants to divide the inheritance. You see, people are thinking about them. The brother probably wants to keep the inheritance to himself. That is attachment. These are the things that God doesn't want us to have. He doesn't want us to be attached to the things that are trusted into our hands. That is why I say it's lordship. You rule over it. Now, let me talk to you about another thing about lordship. Well, lordship is that you are the Lord over the money. But once you begin to be attached to the money or to the wealth or to the blessing, you are no more the owner. You are no more the Lord. Whatsoever you are attached to or whatsoever you fall in love with, if you love money, it means you attach it to your heart. Where your heart is, that's where your treasure is. So if your heart is in money, it means you have been attached to money. And once you are attached to that money, you are no more the owner of that money. That money now possesses you. That money now owns you. Now that money now is the Lord over you. So when we talk about lordship, it's also that you don't allow those things to have overly influence over you. You don't allow them to have influence over you. You don't allow them to have dominion over you. You don't fall in love with money. You don't fall in love with blessings. You don't fall in love with riches, with wealth. You must maintain your lordship. And one of the ways for you never to fall in love with wealth and riches is to maintain your lordship over them, which means you have to value them and lower than yourself. Yes, you have to respect wealth and money, but not to the extent of falling in love with them. You have to respect money and wealth, but not to the extent of letting it be so important that it is now the money that is dictating to you what you do. It shouldn't be to get to the extent that it is money that now dictates your life, that controls your life. That means that the money has become your Lord. So it is lordship that God is giving you over money and over everything in this world, over all kinds of blessings. Everything God has given unto you, He doesn't want you to be attached to them.